Hi friends, Siddharth again. In today's video, I'll take up 6 points related to job seekers visa, which are kind of a very tricky questions or very frequently asked questions. Stay tuned till the end. I'll make these 6 points very clear to you. So friends, the first point that I would like to take is regarding the wait listed. So what happens whenever you apply for job seekers visa, it's most likely that you will be put only on wait list. I mean, even in my case, I was never put in any confirm list or such things. So to the best of my opinion, friends, whenever you apply for job seekers visa, you are by default put only in wait list. I mean, to the best of my information, there is no such confirm list type of thing. That is, whenever you will apply for JSV, you will be always put in wait list, and all of a sudden you will receive an email or kind of a telephone call that when you would like to have an appointment. Another possible option is you may, depending on your embassy, you may receive a portal wherein you can yourself select an appointment date, which probably is very rare these days. I mean, looking at the number of JSV applications, they always put you in wait list only. Now, point number two, what type of proofs should I put for my job seekers visa application? So friends, the basic thing is the job seekers visa officer, whoever is going to grant you this visa, wants to ascertain or wants to confirm that you have made really serious attempts for your job search in Germany. And invariably, because you are physically not in Germany, that's why you are unable to get a job in Germany. That is the basic thing. So what type of proof can you set for this parameter? So I suggest friends, if you are seriously applying for JSV, please try to apply for as many jobs as possible in Germany. And in most of the cases, in I'll say 99% cases, you will be receiving rejection mails. The best thing is German HRs always give you an acknowledgement. Even if you are carried forward, your application is carried forward or not, you will receive a letter of acknowledgement or a confirmation saying that unfortunately we have found a better candidate, or unfortunately your skills are of some different profile which is not in required. So such email you will receive. Take a screenshot of these mails, or at least take a PDF of these mails and put it in a separate drive or in a folder. These screenshots or these rejection emails work as proofs or evidence for your seriousness of your job search in Germany. In case if you are very fortunate enough and you are able to bag a couple of interview calls, most likely over Zoom or Teams or something, then they work like charm. So in case if you are able to get any of these interview calls, although you may not be successful in those calls, but still if you have received those calls, take a screenshot and put them as proof for your seriousness of your job search in Germany. I would rather also suggest make an Excel sheet and make everything tabular, that on this date I apply for this job, this date I received the email, on this date I did an interview over Zoom or any other online portal. Because the visa officer is after all a German, and Germans are very systematic and meticulous. If you are able to prove that you are also like them, you are also very systematic and meticulous, that gives additional points to your candidature. Point number three, which consulate should I apply for? So friends, there is a lot of uncertainties or confusion regarding the consulates, because in Chennai the system will be different than in Hyderabad or in Bangalore, for example. However, you have no choice of applying in consulates, friends. The bottom line says, or the bottom rule is, wherever you are staying for more than 6 months, only that consulate is responsible for your case. So if you are staying in, let's say, Bangalore for last 4 months and you want to apply in Mumbai, that's absolutely not possible. So you have to show an address, a confirmed address where you have been staying for at least 6 months or more than 6 months, and the consulate which is responsible for your state or your area will be handling your job seekers visa case. So there is no confusion at all. There is no such choice, unfortunately. Point number four, the DD value, the demand draft value. So what happens, friends, as you all know, euro and INR price keeps fluctuating, and we have to submit a demand draft which is valued of the value of 75 euros. Now there's a lot of confusion. How much value should I make for this demand draft? So, friends, I have interacted with multiple candidates who recently and in my time also they applied for job seekers visa. What I concluded is whatever value is given on the website in INR, you make a DD of that, because in 99.99 cases I have seen they accept the value which is mentioned on the website. Now again, here is a tip from my side, friends. Please make the DD only a couple of days or the one day before your job seekers visa appointment, because you never know when they will update their value, and you may end up with a different value DD. Apart from that, some embassies also accept maybe cash or by card payment. So you are free, you can on the spot also change the value, or you can pay whatever amount. Lastly, there may be a bank nearby to your embassy. For example, in Mumbai, there is ICICI and SBI bank which are very close to Mumbai embassy. So be mentally prepared. In case if your DD value is not accepted, be prepared, have some hard cash or at least money in your bank account, so that on the spot also you will be able to make a DD. Of course, it will take a half an hour or some time, but still you won't don't lose hope and don't be too much demotivated. Now, in addition to this DD, you have to also pay 45,000 INR in Mumbai, which is a documented price, and there is no escape route. Point number 5. The job seekers visa form also asks for kind of a reference in India or in Germany. So how do I give any reference if I know nobody in Germany? I think this is a mandatory thing which is clearly written in the form also. So friends, the problem is this form most likely, I will still say most likely because these videos are being seen in multiple countries. So I have no information of embassies in other countries. But in most likely cases, the form that you might be filling is a generic form. It's basically the same for Shenzhen visa, for student visa, for tourist or for special category visas. So they have made only one generic form, and especially for tourist visa or Shenzhen visas, they require a reference in Germany also. For job seekers visa, I would recommend here, friends, you may write any reference in Germany if you have any friend, any relative or somebody. If your case is like me, wherein I had nobody, no friends, no reference in Germany, I simply wrote a couple of my friends in India, their name I wrote there in the reference section, and it worked out. So for job seekers visa, they also know that you are absolutely new to Germany and there is very little chances that you may be knowing somebody in Germany. You feel free to put anybody's name from India also, but of course take that person in contact in confidence and tell him or her that they may receive a phone call from German embassy for cross checking. So that should be okay. Point number 6. So the sixth point is, when you come to JSV, when you write the JSV form, you will write some city name, but after 2 or 3 months when you actually get JSV in your hand, you may be planning to switch over to some other state or some other city in Germany. So is it possible to switch to another city other than what you have written in job seekers visa form? So the answer is absolutely yes. You can switch over to any city. You can even land in any other city in Germany. There is no problem at all. However, there are certain things that you must always take in mind. First thing, you have to do Anmeldung. I have made an dedicated video on Anmeldung. Please have a look at that video as well. It is mandatory, and wherever you land, you have to do Anmeldung. Wherever means even if you are landing in a city which is other than what you have mentioned in your job seekers visa form, it is still okay. There is no problem at all. You can land anywhere and it will be fully accepted. So there is a small problem which may be there on the way in case if you switch over or you land in another city other than what you have mentioned in job seekers visa form. The problem is, when you apply for job seekers visa, you give 2 sets of documents, hard paper documents also. One set of these documents will physically arrive in a packet or in a file, will physically arrive to the Ausländerbehörde of the city that you have mentioned in your form. So that is the file, the paper file has already arrived in the Ausländerbehörde of the city which you have mentioned, and you will come afterwards, maybe in a week's time you will land in Germany. So what's the problem? Let's say I'll take Berlin and Hamburg. In my job seekers visa, I wrote that I'll be landing in Berlin, and then what happened? The documents came to Berlin Ausländerbehörde, but I landed in Hamburg, and there I did the Anmeldung. There is no problem at all. But once you get your job and you apply for conversion of your job seekers visa to your work permit, that time you have to contact Ausländerbehörde and get everything done from Ausländerbehörde only. Now the problem comes. The problem is very minor. The problem will be that Ausländerbehörde in Hamburg, it so happened by my with me also, Ausländerbehörde in Hamburg will say that your documents are there in Berlin because you mentioned that you will be landing in Berlin. So there will be an additional time. So the problem comes here that they will be calling, that is Hamburg Ausländerbehörde will call all documents from Berlin Ausländerbehörde, and this will eat up some time. It may take up to a week's time also just for transport of your documents from one ABH to another ABH. That is the only problem that you might find if you land in a city which is different than what you have mentioned in job seekers visa. Well, friends, this is not at all a big issue. You can very easily or very comfortably land in any other city, but if possible, I would strongly recommend, if possible, make a confirmed decision and then write that city in your job seekers visa application and land in that city only. So these were the 6 points that I took. If you have any other questions or any more doubts, you please feel free to comment on the comment section. I'll be more than happy to make a dedicated video on those topics as well. That was all from my side for today, friends. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and share this video as well. See you and bye bye.